phone number. You call me when you get yourself sorted out. We're here for you. We'll get you sorted out. We'll get you what you need for your quarantine as well. And listen, we'll set you up to kick some ass. Don't you worry about it.
He can have my number as well since he's an
yeah, I'll message you Jane's number. Okay, Alan?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You got it. Okay, so Bowden, thank you so much.
Good evening. By fluke, I almost forgot about this presentation today, and it just was coming up on my list, and I go, oh man, this is going to be good. So I'll be really quick with my question because you guys have really helped me out a lot. Just in general information and general knowledge, it's really good to know, and not only just for our constitutional rights, but for any other, if you get into trouble or for anything else, it's just good to know to stick up for your rights. But my question is back to the bombshell document that you guys presented earlier today. I mentioned, okay, this is fantastic, but what are we going to do with it? How is it going to help everybody here with that document that you guys got today?
Well, it's going to help people reject the charter. Like they're putting a lot of money and a lot of controlled opposition out there promoting it. And they've been promoting it for, 40 years? Like through the schools, like the universities. When you go to become a lawyer or a paralegal, they don't even mention the Bill of Rights as if it doesn't exist. Wow. And it even disappeared for me when, like, the first year into this pandemic, almost a year, like up till November 2020, I was charter, and that's when I really started to understand its limitation in Section 1 and all of that. And then I started getting onto the bill, and it really centered me. Like after I saw it and started to understand how to use it and stuff like that, and it was buried. It was like under the rug, and we've yanked it out from under there, dusted it off, and we're flying it. Okay, like right beside our Canadian flag and our fuck Trudeau flag.
Fantastic. So for the layman, like if one was to be in court and, after you go through those two, like I'm talking more small claims court right now for what you guys are helping promote.
And guess what? You can't use the charter in small claims court, but you can use the bill.
Oh, really?
And you can use the bill everywhere. There's lots of places that you can't use the charter. They say it's not a court of competent jurisdiction.
So, and just so you I'm just going
to use the bill everywhere.
Sorry, Jane. I want to expand on that. If you go under the Criminal Code of Canada, Section 118 definitions, it will let you know that a judicial procedure in fact includes any court and tribunal. So that's why you can use it in small claims court. That's why you can use it in tribunals.
Yeah.
I just want to read a comment here from Rose. She's saying, my son is in grade 10 and he's learning about the charter right now. He's been challenging his teacher with the Bill of Rights.
Oh, bless his heart. Yeah.
I had to call that out. That's
unfortunately, they're not teaching our kids anything in schools anymore.
No. They're indoctrinating them into, I don't know what crazy land.
I was really lucky because I remember when the teachers were going on strike against Ford way back, and my daughter was, Ford's doing this and Ford's doing that. And I said, Talia, don't listen to what they're telling them. Do your own research. I'll help you. And I've converted her. I've stopped the indoctrination for her. So as a parent, I need to brag a little bit. I saved one from the system. But no, that's great. I want to join your. I think you said June 11th call. I don't have anything in court right now, but I just love learning from you guys. I've learned so much. If it's okay to join in, because you said
absolutely, it's open for everybody.
Yeah.
But you mentioned something you wanted to limit it just so
that's not the self-representation call. June 13th is open for everybody. It's the same
for the direct action.
Oh yeah, for the June 13th call, we're going to ask people to show themselves on video.
No,
not that one.
No, that's going to be for the travel direct action.
Gotcha. Okay.
June 13th will be open.
So when's the travel direct action again?
We haven't. It's going to be closer to the end of June. We haven't determined a date when we're going to follow up on that.
Okay.
But if
I'd love to be part of that. If
okay, do you want to email me or just email and just say travel direct action? That way I won't forget.
Yeah, no, that's great. Fantastic.
Okay. Amanda had she had a pro tip for the charter. I think that it could be used as a fire starter.
Yeah, so anyone who's got a bonfire this summer, you can use to start that bonfire, you can use the charter.
Yeah.
I wasn't
trying to offend anyone.
I was driving one day and I started thinking about uses for masks. And then when I got on Facebook, I put some of them on there and I got tons of people responding, like to use it to check your oil. And
we should do that. We should do a poll.
Yeah. And I actually, the one I was using was I needed to blow my nose and I used it to blow my nose. And then I thought, I wonder what other things you could actually use these for. And there was a whole bunch of them. Was really good. Clean the floors or, whatever.
Windows, wash your windows.
Yeah.
Dan, if I recall correctly, is your daughter not looking to go to university next year? Having issues? How's that going?
She's applied, she sent the acceptance letter, and we're just gonna, they haven't asked for any paperwork right now, so we're just gonna push it.
Okay.
And see what happens. So I'm like, you guys give me the confidence, because she was trying. I think it was you, Amanda, that mentioned tell her to go to different schools, and that don't have these rules.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I said, no, like, you know what? It's our country. We get the same rights as everybody else. So it's, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, but, we've got the same rights as everybody else. And, we're going to fight for them, right?
Well, I don't know that I would necessarily say go to other schools, but keep in mind other schools have already won this fight. So you can pull that precedence.
That's great. Yeah. So, no, it's, a little sad that we're going to be an empty nest, but at least
you get over it. Trust me. I had both kids. I have two kids who are 18 months apart. I became an empty nester. I went from 2 kids to 0 kids because one did a victory lap in 24 hours. I went from full house to empty house in 24 hours. And the first, September, October, November, I was like, oh my God. And then I woke up one morning. It was like, and they came home for Christmas. I was so happy they came home for Christmas. I'm like, so when are you guys going back to school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's going to have to be taking out the garbage now. So.
Right.
No, but thanks again. I'll send you guys that letter and appreciate everything you guys do. Or that note. Thanks.
Thank you so much. All right, Michael Mai, how are you?
Not too bad. So I'm a federal guy, leave without pay, technically still an employee. There's been recent media coverage about, the government dragging its heels on updating the policy. They put it out October 6th. The policy said it should be updated at least every 6 months. 6 months would have been April 6th. We're well past that. In the media, it's even reported, they basically say, well, there's no real consequences for us. And, we don't have a timeline and too bad.
Yeah.
So now, I've got a really great MP. She's awake, and so I'm fortunate in that way. And I know she's brought it up in Parliament 2 months ago. But
what's her name?
That is Sarnis. That's Gladu. What's her name again? Sorry.
I know that name.
Yeah. So she's really great, but nonetheless, it's not helping. Marilyn Gladu. So what I was wondering was, like, I don't know. Do you have any rough thoughts as to how to apply pressure? I'm thinking it's.
For the federal mandate?
Well, for them to update the policy, right? Because the provinces are back working, Ontario, as far as I'm aware, and that. And
well, Omar Algebra is the one who created all those policies. So once we get the travel mandate, you can probably very easily transfer that over into federal employees.
Say that again, please.
Are you talking at the federal level?
Yeah, like to get an updated policy so that hopefully they either just clamp down and say, God, we'd be boosted as well, which will probably have more people join my ranks.
No, actually, it needs to stop, all of it. And
absolutely.
So Omar, all of the federal orders are through Omar Algebra.
Okay.
And because he touches about 10 different acts. When we get the travel mandate ready for Omar, it will be very easy to translate. And that's actually a really good point, Amanda and Jane. When we finalize for Omar, we should make sure that it's going to need to be transferable for the employees, because post workers and the federal employees that fall under that order will need to use it too.
Yeah.
And it won't take much tweaking
Okay.
yeah. So
I'm going to be busy this weekend.
So we'll make sure that we can transfer that over so that employees of that fall under that federal order can do it as well. And we need to just hammer the shit out of this man.
Yeah.
And he's acting. The order that
I've got like 50% of the arguments already written, right?
Yeah, of course you do. So yeah, Michael, this is what we need to do. We'll get this ready, and you're going to serve that guy.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Serve that mofo. Kathleen Pope, hi.
Hi, thank you so much. I have joined in on these meetings only twice, and I didn't even expect it to kind of take this turn at the end with having a question period. So I was really happy to have you open it up. I actually have most of my questions have been answered by the previous discussions that you've just had. My husband actually did cross the border, and on his way back, went through the whole rigmarole and did get a fine. So he sent it in and asked for a trial date. But now, did you get a trial date?
No, I asked for the early resolution meeting.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
I was just planning on going to the meeting saying, well, now's your chance to drop this before we go to trial. I wasn't going to cut any deals.
Okay, good. Yeah, because you'll need to request a trial. They won't do anything. They won't do anything in a resolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to request for disclosure, and then we're going to study that section that you noted, the section 101 on your website, just to make sure that he's properly prepared for that. But my question is actually about you going down into the U.S. So there was a couple of you yourself, Rebecca, said you've gone down several times. Are you a U.S. citizen? Like, are you a dual citizen?
No, I literally go like this.
Yeah.
And I cross. And I haven't been asked. The three different gentlemen that I crossed through, they weren't wearing masks, so they were pretty relaxed. So I just got lucky. But it is again, I have to